All right, if I can also quickly rope in Major Shah, who's with us on the broadcast. Major Shah, we've already had this conversation as far as the FATF is concerned and Pakistan is concerned. But, my question to you is a little different. What do you think that the international community is going to make of FATF putting Pakistan off the grey list? Can we expect then for other organizations as well to give Pakistan, let's say, for instance, some sort of a loan to deal with the economic crisis?
Very good question, Paridi. Excellent question, in fact. And through your question, this is a very common question which would come in minds of a lot of people. And through your question, I would be getting an opportunity to answer all those people who have the similar question in their mind. Now, Pakistan, if you see, they had the support of US at one time. They had the support of Saudi Arabia at one time. They had a solid support of China, which is somehow diminishing slowly. Why China and Pakistan have this relationship? Because of the CPAC, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. It's not heartfelt, it's not unconditional, it's because of means, basically. Now, will the international community come and support Pakistan? No. No one's going to support Pakistan, no one's going to, because they'll be left alone, completely, stand alone. So nobody is going to actually come out in aid of Pakistan ever now. Unlike Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, of course, there was an international community which has come out. In fact, I commend you for a very intelligent question, because if you draw a parallel with a country like Ukraine, for example, Ukraine got aid from NATO, Sri Lanka got aid from international community. The international community is actually going to call out Pakistan big time. They already are in an indirect way. Now, Mr. Marcus Player, the president of the FATF, he has said, okay, this is going to be a shaky news for Shahbaz Sharif's government. In 2018, when France had put Pakistan in the grey list of FATF, since then they've had $38 billion of loss. One of the Pakistani intellectuals, one of the independent researchers said that himself. So, and when Pakistan goes through this crisis, no one's going to come out in the support because they've got ill feelings for the world. That is the basic problem with them. As General Rajendra Singh very, very rightly brought out. And he has given a very clear, crisp, crystal clear analysis for everyone will be able to understand by the analysis. And taking his thing further only, his analysis further only, I would like to add that it's about time that Pakistan should wake up, because they are never going to get support. They have to be on their own. We are at least Atmanirbhar. We have taken our first step. We are not dependent on anybody. So today no one can tell us to support Russia or Ukraine or this, that. We are on our own. I'll give a small analogy and I'll quickly end with that for everyone to understand, Paridi. If I'm a youngster and I'm staying with my parents, I have to go by what my parents tell me to do. If I have a deadline to meet up at night, I have to be back home at that time. But if I'm staying independently, separately, alone in a flat, I'm independent. I can do what I want. I have no deadlines. So the same thing I'm applying over here, same analogy I've given over here. Pakistan is always going to remain dependent on the international community. And in fact, Imran Khan, before being thrown out of power, I would say, just a day or two before that, he has said that UK said we cannot tell anything to India because they are an independent sovereign nation. So Imran Khan cribbed. Then what are we? You are what you think you are. You're nothing but a mere reflection of your thoughts. So Pakistan actually feels that they cannot survive without the support of the international community. And yes, rightly so. They would not be able to survive. The international community is going to come out and rebuke them in a very hard-hitting way.
All right.